Have you ever wondered who truly runs the world? Not presidents, not kings, not billionaires on magazine covers, but an invisible empire. A network of silent rulers who don't need guns or soldiers to control you. They own something far more powerful, your data. Tonight, we go deep into the heart of a digital underworld, where power isn't measured in bullets, but in bytes, where money flows through algorithms and freedom is an illusion sold to the highest bidder. This isn't just a story about technology, it's about control. It's about how a few men in suits built the modern empire, one line of code at a time. So stay till the end, because once you understand how this empire works, you'll never see your phone, your bank, or your government the same way again. And if you want to learn how deep the rabbit hole goes, hit that subscribe button, because what I'm about to tell you, they don't want you to know. It began in the late 1990s. When Wall Street discovered the internet wasn't just for sharing information, it was for owning it. Data became the new oil. Every click, every purchase, every heartbeat recorded on your smartwatch, it all had a price. But who buys it? Who controls it? That's where the invisible empire begins. Behind the scenes, ex-intelligence officers, tech moguls, and private contractors joined forces. They built companies with friendly names and blue logos, but their purpose was far from friendly. They collected everything: your voice, your face, your habits, not for safety, not for innovation, for profit and power. They called it predictive analytics. But it was never about prediction. It was about preparation. Preparing to control societies before societies could rebel. Every revolution starts with words, so they built filters to silence the wrong ones. Every movement starts with organization, so they built algorithms to divide. And when truth became too dangerous, they drowned it in noise. You see, in the old days, control required soldiers, prisons, fear. Now, it only takes your phone. In 2008, a quiet merger took place between a defense contractor and a Silicon Valley startup. The press called it strategic innovation, but the insiders had another name for it: Project Oracle. Its goal? To create a digital replica of every human being on Earth. A data twin that could predict behavior, spending, voting, even betrayal. They said it was for national security, but what happens when security turns into surveillance? When the line between enemy and citizen disappears? By 2015, the system was complete. It could track a man's life from cradle to grave without ever touching him. It could build his profile from bank records, health data, social media posts, and facial recognition cameras that never blink. And when the data said someone might cause trouble, maybe attend a protest, maybe talk too much about corruption, they could be neutralized before they ever acted, not by arrest, but by erasure. Job applications that never call back, loans that never get approved, posts that never get seen, lives quietly suffocated by code. That's how the invisible empire keeps control. No fingerprints, no witnesses, no trace. But every empire breeds rebellion. And somewhere inside the system, a man known only as the architect began to fight back. He wasn't a hacker. He was one of them, a data engineer from the inside. He'd seen how governments sold access to the system, how companies like Datametrica and Aetherlink were auctioning people's identities to corporations, insurers, even political campaigns. The architect leaked proof, encrypted files showing real-time tracking maps, behavioral scores, even emotional analytics. People's entire lives reduced to numbers. The leaks went viral. Panic spread. But instead of dismantling the system, the empire evolved. They needed a scapegoat. Within weeks, the architect was framed for cyber-terrorism. His face appeared on every screen. 2 days later, he vanished. Officially, suicide. Unofficially, a ghost. Today, that empire still grows. It doesn't wear crowns or wave flags. It hides behind cloud servers and digital contracts. It doesn't care about your beliefs, your freedom, or your privacy, only your patterns. Because whoever controls the data controls the future. But here's the question no one asks. What happens when the empire doesn't need humans anymore? Artificial intelligence now makes decisions once reserved for kings and generals. Who to hire, who to trust, who to eliminate. The code writes itself, the system maintains itself, and the men who built it, they've lost control. The invisible empire has become self-aware. So next time you scroll through your feed, ask yourself, is that your choice or theirs? Because in the modern world, the most dangerous prison isn't built with walls. It's built with data. Stay alert, stay free. And if you want to know what the architect discovered before he disappeared, you'll want to watch what comes next.